So I have ranked every physical game that I can. For now, we still have to do all except that one. We still have to do Assassin's Creed Origins, Dark Souls 1, 2 and 3, Elden Ring Night Reign, F124, Sega Mega Drive Classics and Marvel's Spider-Man. So since I've reviewed and ranked every physical game that I have, I'm running out of ideas for videos. I'll be honest, I'm actually finding it hard to think of ideas, but I thought of the perfect one today. Instead of just ranking every physical game that I have, you'll like my new shelf, by the way. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? What we're gonna do today is we're gonna rank every physical console that I own. Now, strap in, because we got 8 consoles. Might not seem like much, but it is. So let's do it. First up, we have a console that I actually bought off eBay earlier this year, and I actually made a video about it as well, and that is Sega Mega Drive 2. Now this console is so nostalgic for me. My dad used to have one of these when I was a kid, and I used to play on it a lot. It was really fun. I used to enjoy playing on it with him. We used to play Sonic a lot. Pretty much the only game that we'd play on it, but we used to play Sonic. The only reason I put this at the bottom is because it can't do as much as what the other consoles do. Obviously this is an old console. This is like 1990. Doesn't actually say the year on it. But it's an old console. Obviously I do really like this thing, that's why I bought it in the first place. I've only got one game for it as of yet. I do want to get the rest of the Sonic trilogy. But this is a really good console. It's aged fairly well. I still hear people talk about this console to this day. I think it's a neat little console. Next up, we have a console that I got in 2022, and that is the Nintendo GameCube. Now I absolutely love this thing, and I'm only putting it so low because I haven't played on it as much as the rest. But I do really love this console. My brother actually had one of these when I was a kid, and I used to play Shadow the Hedgehog on it, which was really fun. I just love the design of this thing. You know, it's a cube, well actually it's a rectangle. But it's, you know, it's a cube. It's got a handle for some unknown reason. I don't know why it's got a handle. But it is honestly a really good console. The discs were obviously really small. So you couldn't really get much on a disc. But the games that were on this console were really good. For example, you got Mario Kart Double Dash. You got Sonic Adventure 2. You got Shadow the Hedgehog. Sonic Heroes. I was gonna say Mario Sunshine, but I've actually gone off that game. But yeah, this is a really good console. I'm so glad I picked one of these up, to be honest. Such a good buy, and it's cheap as well. At number 6, we have the new Nintendo 3DS. Now, I put this one below my other DS because I don't play on this one no more. I haven't played on it for years, actually. But this was my main gaming handheld console for a long time until I got the new Nintendo 2DS XL. Obviously, well, it's a 3DS. This is a good console. It's got the 3D, which no one uses. I do honestly really like the coloured buttons. Very reminiscent of the SNES. I feel like this console is really small to hold, since I'm used to holding the 2DS. This one is really small to hold, but other than that, it's a really good console. It's got the interchangeable back plates as well. I've got the Yoshi ones on at the moment. My brother actually bought me them. But this is a really good console, and as I said, it was my main gaming console for a long, long time. At number 5, we have the Wii U. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why? This is why. That's what you're thinking. Why? Now, I really like this console, and without it, the Switch probably wouldn't exist. But I really like this console. I know some people didn't. I think this console had potential. It was just marketed really bad, and that's why it didn't do good. Now, obviously, the design of it is very similar to a Switch. It's probably what built the Switch in the first place. I do really like the gamepad. It's quite big and bulky to hold in your hands, but it's a nice, comfortable fit, you know. Obviously, there's some really good games on here, and I've got quite a few of them. You can't see them because they're on the bottom shelf, but I've got quite a few of them. I do really like this console though. This was my main gaming console alongside the 2DS and the 3DS that we just reviewed. Now obviously I jailbreak my Wii U just to make it more fun to play, but I only done that because I learned how much potential there was with a hacked Wii U, and I'm so glad I done it, to be honest. There's not really much I can say about this console. I do really like the Wii U, and I've had some good memories with it, but I've moved on now. I don't really play this anymore. Last time I played the Wii U was when I done my Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze full playthrough over on Twitch. At number 4, we have the new Nintendo 2DS XL. Now, I put this one above the Wii U because I've had more fun with this than what I did the Wii U. Now, this was my main gaming handheld since I got that one, since I got the 3DS. I did jailbreak this as well, just, you know, have more fun with it. Why not? I do really enjoy playing on this. It is really good fun. I've had so many memories, so many hours of gameplay put into this console. Not really much to say that I haven't said about the 3DS already. But yeah, a lot of memories, a lot of really good games on that console as well. Obviously I've got a lot of them. But yeah. Next up, we have the Nintendo Switch. Now, obviously, since the Switch 2 came out, I haven't touched this thing. It's sat on my shelf in its dock doing nothing. Now, obviously, this was a lot of people's main gaming system for a long time, and still is for a lot of people. Obviously, not those that have got the Switch 2, but for a lot of people it is. So this is one of the best-selling consoles of all time, and you can really see why. It's such a good console. Sure, it's not powerful. It doesn't run many good third-party games, but the AAA first-party games that it does run are really good. For example, both of the big Zeldas, Mario Odyssey, stuff like that. So this was my main gaming handheld since January 2021, and it's been with me for 4 years and 5 months, which is crazy. Actually, 4 years, 5 months, and 1 day I played with this thing. So obviously I really like this console. I haven't touched it since the Switch 2 came out. Joy-Cons, too small. Just to hold it now and just to look at the screen is disgusting because I'm used to Switch 2. But yeah, this is a really good console. Remember, Switch 2 wouldn't exist without it, but it wouldn't exist without the Wii U. At number 2 on my list, we have a console I got about 2 months ago. and that is the PS4. Now sure, PS5 has been out for a while, and that's everyone's main gaming console now. A lot of people can't afford a PS5, like me, so I settled for a PS4. Still has some fantastic games on it. Aside from the digital games that I've been playing, like Bloodborne and Blasphemous and Dead Cells, stuff like that, we also have Assassin's Creed Origins, we have the Dark Souls trilogy, Elden Ring Night Reign, F124, GTA 5, Sega Mega Drive Classics, which I've played for about 5 minutes, and Marvel Spider-Man. Now the PS4 is a good piece of kit, and it's got some fantastic games on it. I've loved playing on it for the last 2 months since I got the console. Done a lot of multiplayer stuff with my friend Adam Hammers, which has been really good fun. Currently working through Bloodborne, which has also been really good fun. At some point I do want to get a PS5 just to try out the PS5 exclusive games like Spider-Man 2 and Astro Bot, stuff like that. But for now I'm happy with the PS4. It is a really good console. And if you can't afford a PS5, I would recommend getting a PS4. I got the 1TB one for 130 quid on CEX. Or Sex, as they like to pronounce it. And if you haven't guessed it by now, number 1 is the Switch 2. Now this thing has been out almost 2 weeks, 2 weeks tomorrow at the time of filming this. And I absolutely love this thing. I'm still working through Mario Kart World. I've unlocked the mirror mode now. I'm not gonna talk for ages about this thing, because I already done that in the Switch 2 full review video. Go and click the button up there. It should be there, hopefully, if you want to check it out. Because that was a decent video. Now obviously I do really like this console. Love how the Joy-Cons are magnetic. Love how powerful this thing is. I love how big it is as well. Obviously compared to Switch 1, this thing is huge. And I love it. It's so nice to hold in handheld mode. So nice screen to play on as well. And I'm so glad I picked one up. So many haters online have been hating on this thing, but people that have been hating on it, they clearly haven't got one, because it's a fantastic console and I love it. I'm also very hyped for Donkey Kong Bonanza next month. So my friends, that is going to wrap up today's video. Now if you want to see my next Troll Levels live, I will be live on Twitch playing them, but I will also be live on YouTube at the same time. Now I did put up a post about this in my Discord, and I also put it on Instagram as well. But if you go on my channel, if you go to the live section, you will see the upcoming Troll Level live stream, and that will be on Friday the 20th of June. So stay tuned, because you won't want to miss it. I'm looking forward to streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Should be good fun. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. I always forget stuff that I want to say at the end of the video. I'm pretty sure that's all I've got to say. Also, I made a new Nintendo logo. I put it on some merch. Go check it out. Link in the description. Bye.